Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today I'm going to do two things. I'm going to compare two foundations, two stick foundations. I have been on a quest to find the best stick foundation for my skin that seems to work the best with my skin. And I'm going to review a vitamin C serum. They were both going to be kind of short reviews, so I just decided to combine them into one video. So what I have done this morning, and I will show the application. On this side, I have put the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD Stick Foundation. And on this side, I put my Lancome stick foundation that I have really liked and used over and over again and compared it to other stick foundations. So I have one on each side. I did them both with the same application, which was a beauty blender. Now, I have said before, I'm usually not fond of the beauty blender, but I found a way that I enjoy cleaning it better, so I'm more apt to use it now. So this one, the Makeup Forever, needed to be used with a beauty blender. So I have these on first impression. I think I say when I do my get ready, this one is a lot moister looking, not so much oily looking, but just has a little bit more of a glow to it than the Lancome, the Makeup Forever. I'm anxious to see how it's going to last. I'm going to check in throughout the day and show you how it holds up to my skin. In this weather, we've got medium temperatures today. We haven't hit our hot weather yet, so we'll see how it holds up in just more temperate weather, not the heat that we have in the summertime. So, doing a comparison with that, and I will come back today. You know I love my Obagi products. I just, live and breathe Obagi. I never try any other kind of skincare because I'm always just so happy with my Retin-A mixed with my Obagi and a vitamin C serum. I have been using SkinCeuticals, but I'm going to be switching and trying a cheaper one. A while back, I bought the Obagi Professional C because it was a little bit less expensive than the SkinCeuticals. Still not as inexpensive as the Timeless, but I thought, I love the Obagi products, so I will really probably like their vitamin C serum. On me, it was a huge fail. A big fail. This is one of the few Obagi products that did not work for me at all. I put it on and I fanned it, I worked with it, I did like this, and I just cannot get it to keep from being like that sticky feeling. I just didn't even feel like I could put makeup on it. I left it on and my makeup felt tacky all day long. I did that several times. About the 5th or 6th day, I put it on and felt that, I walked around for a while and tried everything to get it to dry, and finally I just thought, I can't take this anymore. This is not worth it. So I washed it all off. And I just don't like it at all. So on my skin, if you have drier skin, now you might like this because it might soak in on you. I've got pretty average skin, but it is not dry. And I can't imagine in the summertime how greasy or tacky it would feel. But it just would not dry and not get tacky on me. And I tried shaking it. I tried everything to get this to work because I love the other Obagi products. But for me, that was just a big fail. It really was. And if you have normal to oily skin, I just can't recommend it. I don't think you would be happy with it. So that's my review of that. And so that I will let you know, I'll come back throughout the day and let you know how these two foundations hold up. And I may end up comparing the Makeup Forever with the Hourglass that I like too. There's several of them working around that I'm just going back and forth on, really liking, and so we'll see. I will go through the process. I won't go through the process of reviewing all that. So I will check back later. Okay, so I'm going to use the Makeup Forever on this side and the Lancome that I've always used on this side, and I'll compare wearing it throughout the day and see which one I like better. Now, I have found with this Makeup Forever, I have to use a beauty blender. I don't really like using a damp makeup sponge, but I have found a way to work with it. I take some of that, my problem was I felt like I was cleaning it all the time. I never could get it clean enough, and it took me a long time to get it, ready to, after I finished putting on my makeup. So I found some of the Yardley soap, hard soap, physical, bar of soap, and I take it where I've cleaned it and rub it off, and then it just takes it right off, and then I rinse it. So it doesn't take very long at all to get it clean. So that is more acceptable to me, I think. I don't feel like I'm having to take as much time, but I have tried blending this with my fingertips, the Makeup Forever one, and I can't. I can the Lancome, but I can't the Makeup Forever. So I will use a beauty sponge on both of them to get the application the same. So this half I'm doing the Makeup Forever. I've got on my concealer and my eye primer. Then I'll just see how all this does during the day. This one looks very dewy, but it doesn't feel greasy at all. This is the Makeup Forever. Okay. Might be slightly dark, but with summer coming up, it might work out okay, but we'll see. I've been wearing it off and on for a while. I've had these for a while, just really want to do a good comparison. Okay, so that's this side. Now, to be, so it won't have cross-contamination, I'm going to go wash this out and then do the Lancome side, so I'll be right back. Okay, I tell you what now, this Yardley soap this is it. It just really is the ticket. It does the trick. I just take it and rub it along there, clean it, and squish it out, rinse it, and it just gets it all out immediately and rinses. You don't feel any of that soapiness. There is nothing left over. This is the best thing that I have ever found to clean something like this, like a sponge. Does great. Okay. On this side, I'm going to put the Lancome. And we've got work going on outside. It's a pretty day, so people doing some yard work. The Lancome, they're both good colors. Okay. So, here's my first impressions. I'm going to turn off this light and get closer. My first impressions from what I can see in the mirror is this Makeup Forever side looks a little like it's oily. It isn't. It doesn't feel oily at all. It's not coming off on my fingers. I'm not using any powder over it or anything. But it looks like it's sitting on top of my skin more than the Lancome one does. So, we'll see. Like I said, I use the Beauty Blender, the same technique to apply it on both sides. So I'm anxious to see how each of them wears during the day. Like I said, I've been doing it for a while, but I haven't done such a focused comparison before. I've just gone back and forth and tried to see, what I thought about both of them. But this will be more of a focused comparison. So, so far, I can sort of tell a difference. I don't know if you can or not, but I can tell some of the difference with this one looking a little moister. So I will check in later and we'll see how it looks. So I had finished filming the intro, and so I wanted to come back on, went downstairs, wanted to come back on and say, I think that this Makeup Forever side may have a little blurring in it. I feel like it's a little softer looking. My lines are a little softer looking, like around my mouth and on my forehead. On this side, over the Lancome side, and I thought that the Lancome side always blurred really well, but this side feels like it's a little bit, it feels a little bit clearer, a little softer. So we'll see how it holds up. I'm kind of anxious. Thanks. This is 3 hours later. I think they're both holding up very well, but I don't know. I'm looking in the mirror. Let me get a mirror. I don't know. I think even though the Makeup Forever started out looking oilier. Not oilier, but just, you know, more shimmery. Just had a little more shimmer to it. So I thought it would be breaking down, but it hasn't. And I do think, if you can see, okay, you know, my lines on my forehead, I think that the lines on my forehead are more disguised with the Makeup Forever side than the Lancome side. I'll have to look at the video and see. But they're both holding up well after 3 hours. So I will check back in later and you know, we'll see what's going on then. Oh, I'll give you another close look after 3 hours. Lancome, Makeup Forever. Both stick foundations, both applied with a damp beauty sponge. Okay, so here is the, right before I go to bed, or right before I take off my makeup. Got a pointer. I think they both held up really, really well. I don't think that there was a whole lot of difference in that. I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference. I can still see, you know, my skin isn't breaking through. I still see coverage even after all day long. Now, I got my pointer because there's things I want to point out. I feel like on the Makeup Forever side, the Lancome side, I feel like the Makeup Forever side, the lines on my forehead look softer than they do on the Lancome side. And Lancome has always been my standard that I compared others to, and it was the best one because I just think it is just flawless. But I think it looks softer through here, and I think the lines around my mouth look softer on the Makeup Forever side. So while they both held up really well and they're both beautiful, I have to give the nod to the Makeup Forever, which I'm very surprised that I'm doing because I didn't think that there would ever be one that would surpass or nudge past the Lancome side. And I feel like the Makeup Forever side has. I really think it's beautiful. I'm very surprised because I thought when I put it on this morning that it would totally break down. I would look greasy at the end of the day. I did not. I feel like I pretty much look the same as I did this morning with it. I really do, and it's been hours and hours since I put it on. Now, I will say that with the stipulation that we'll see how it does in the summertime. I'm going to keep on using it, probably repurchase it. We'll see what it does in the summertime and what I think of it then, because with all this heat and humidity we have down there, I'm anxious to give it a run and see how it stands up to it. Also compare it to the Hourglass and just see how it compares to that. But I liked the Lancome better than the Hourglass, so I would think that I would like the Makeup Forever better than the Hourglass, but I'll give it a go. And then I'll probably do a couple of drugstore makeups too. But yeah, this Makeup Forever is very nice. HD, very, very nice. Let me show it to you again. My color is Y365. Y365. There you go. There you go. A new winner. And I'm liking it a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it so much. I just have had a lot of fun comparing these stick foundations. It's just been a lot of fun to do. And I've just enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in a couple of days, and I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.